want to make a very quick sort of a disclaimer, if I may, and I may. Like many of you, I live here in New Jersey, in a house, and I am married, but I am certainly nothing like those savages, forgive me, the real housewives of New Jersey. Those are savages. And let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, I have never referred to another human being as garbage. I have never thrown wine at another individual, and I never will, unless you talk about my family. Shut up! I will kill you, I will kill you, and I will eat you. I will gut you. That's it, like, what is so horrible about talking about someone's family? Truthfully. Ladies and gentlemen, I encourage you to talk about my family. I come from a long line of horrible people. It's fine, you know? Really, and you know, let's be candid. My children too. Really terrible, terrible children. It's all right. Well, let's lay it all out, you know? I'm a terrible parent, ladies and gentlemen. You've all seen me out at that bagel chalet or chateau. You've seen me there with the 3-year-old. Get out of the car! Get out of the car! It's all right. We're laying it out tonight, you know. I'll tell you the truth, ladies and gentlemen. If I can be really candid, you know, sometimes it kind of amazes me that I actually managed to get myself married. I mean, if we can really, because I have emotional problems, you know, it's kind of remarkable. Well, first of all, not for nothing, but it was very hard to meet men, like, back in the day in New York. You know, it was very easy in college to meet men. I mean, as I recall, this was really all I had to do to meet guys in college. But you'll find, like, at 35, that's not cute, really. At an office party. When you're the caterer. But I'm grateful that I'm married. I was a lonely person. People were always setting me up on blind dates. There was this one guy they set me up with. I kind of liked him, but I should have known he was trouble because his name was Bill Bloom. And what does that sound like? It sounds like the subway doors closing. And they did, on our love. You know who liked me? I always got the foreign guys. They always liked me. You know, because I'm kind of easily goaded into stuff, so they like me. Foreign men were okay, but, you know, they try to pay you a compliment, and it comes out as a terrible criticism. Dina, you know why I like you? Because you're a little fat. Like my mama. That hurts a person's feelings, Fabrizio. Then there was a fella. There were guys like, there was this one guy, I thought maybe he had a thing for me, but, you know, it was hard for me to tell because he was from Israel. So he was naturally very subtle. Dina, why don't you come over? Fuck. What? It's normal. It's normal. Please believe me, Dina, it will be fun for all of us, yeah? You, me, Avram, Menachem, Mordechai. All the guys from the moving company. Let's go have a fun. And they were my neighbors, a bunch of Israeli guys, and they were always hitting on my friends. And you know, they were nice-looking men, but they had the strangest, really the most humiliating names. Listen, I want to get to know you better. My name is Dudi. I want to take you to my penthouse apartment. My name is Fini. I am Fini. Over there, that's Tushy. Oh, Dudi, don't stop, Dudi. But I did ultimately, I married a guy from another land, a foreign gentleman, I did. He's from another country just south of here. I don't know if you've heard of it, it's called Staten Island. Let me take a moment now to say that really the media has really given Staten Island a very bad rap. No, but it really, like if you watch like Jersey Shore or Mob Wives, it would lead you to believe that it's just an island of hostile, uneducated, very angry people. And I'd like to really set the record straight because I've spent a lot of time there. Let me just say that that portrayal is 100% accurate. It is a vortex of horror. You know, and it's not even like some shit's about to go down, like it's going down. I know many of you probably, you pass through there, you know, to get to Brooklyn, I know. Should any of you be waylaid or stop forgetting, give those people whatever they want. They will kill you. And now I'm in kind of an odd position, of course, because my mother-in-law is from Staten Island. And, you know, she's okay, but she kind of has like an edge. So when I had my son, she would give me all this baby advice like mother-in-laws do. And it was sort of like Dr. Spock meets Mob Wives, you know? You know what we used to do, Dina? We put a little sugar on the gums. Yeah, they like that to babies. Babies, they like helps them sleep. You know what we did? We put a little bourbon on their tongue. Yeah, the babies they like, that helps them sleep. You know what we used to do? We used to give them a little drag on my cigarette. Just before his morning coffee. And you know, everything, I'm like, all right, Mom. I want to make her angry. You know, my husband and I would try to be good parents. Like when we moved here, you know, the first thing we did was we enrolled our little toddler boy in, you know, like a little music appreciation class. It's very popular here, and that was great. Except that the instructor insisted that everything must be sung for the entire hour to create a completely musical environment. I know, I just have a really fast, excuse me! Did you not hear what I just said? So it must be sung. I just have a very good, excuse me, you're not cooperating! A completely musical environment! I just want to know who I made the check out. Also, the lot in back, can you park there? So, I like to unwind, you know, I'll go home, I'll put on, you know what I love? I love those old movies from the 40s. I do, I love the way people spoke back then, you know, much different from the way people speak today. You know, like today, if you're flirting with a bunch of guys, you know, you do the whole, I'm so with you, really no dignity. But back then, like, a woman would walk up to a bunch of guys and say, like, how do you do, boys? My name is Polly Malone. Gee, I don't know, I like a ride in an automobile and a sarsaparilla soda just fine. themselves so seriously today. You know, they have to call themselves guys, you know, guys. Back then, men were fellas. Say, fellas. Say, fellas, I've got a swell idea, fellas. But mostly, you know, like I hear myself with my husband, and I can sound like kind of a shrew. And back then, you know, when a woman was angry with a man, she'd just look him right in the face and she'd say, "Now wait just a minute, Mr. Manabaton, Mr. Johnny come lately. I don't know who you are or what it is you're trying to prove, but whatever it is I tell you this picture, I don't like it. I've got a mind to tell you to go somewhere.